Hey guys, it's Hailey and today I'm starting another classroom prep vlog. I'm so excited to be doing these weekly. If you're new, I'm going to be a first year 5th grade teacher in the fall, and you can follow me at Hailey Teaches on Instagram as well to keep up with everything I post on there. So right now it is 9 a.m. I have a virtual doctor's appointment at 9:45 because the day before yesterday I found a huge kind of like bug bite on my arm. And then it got worse overnight, and then today it's actually not as bad at all. Like, it's kind of fading now, but it just doesn't look good or normal. So I called my doctor yesterday to make an appointment, and I guess they're doing virtual appointments for like non-emergency stuff. I don't know. So I have that at 9:45, and today's actually Tuesday, so yesterday I did do a few things that were like classroom prep, so I'm going to insert the clips here, and basically created and printed my book bin labels for different series, and there's still more that I want to make, but I need to buy more bins. The bins I got are the clear V-shaped, they're called, bins from Michaels, and you can find them online. And I'm still debating about my classroom library organization. Like, I have the series in bins, but I don't think I want to put all my books in bins. I think I want some of them just lined up on the shelves and organized by genre, so we'll see. I don't know. That's something I want to get done today, is kind of figure out a solid plan for my classroom library organization because I keep going back and forth. Also, yesterday I received my high energy workout from Bloom Nutrition that I ordered in the last vlog. It tasted really good as always. All of the Bloom supplements taste so good. Like, that's really not the issue. It was just like I was curious if it was actually going to give me energy because the regular pre-workout, like I mentioned last time, just wasn't doing it for me. Like, I didn't feel any energy. So I tried it out, and I do have to say I think it gave me a little extra push. I only used a half scoop because that's what they recommend you start with, and then you can go up to 1 scoop or 1.5 scoops depending on your tolerance for it. So I think I'll try a full scoop next time, but I was already kind of feeling like a little bit of energy, and I got my mile done yesterday in 10 minutes and 35 seconds. So that was like almost a full 30 seconds quicker than the last time I had run. So I definitely think something was working. And I also created my turn-in bins, which I finally found some of the black turn-in trays from the Target dollar spot. I found 2 at first, and then I just found 2 last night actually that I don't think I filmed. So now I have all 4 for my turn-in bins. I want to do like a self-assessment, so I printed little strips that say novice, apprentice, master, and expert, so the kids can self-assess where they think they're at with the material. So I finished those officially last night, and I want to take a picture for Instagram actually, which is getting to the point where I have to like plan out my pictures for Instagram because it gives me anxiety when my feed is not like kind of like cohesive. So like the same filter, you know, kind of like the same backgrounds. I'm just psycho. Also in this vlog, a lot of people were requesting a tutorial on how I made my book bin series labels, so I will be including that in this vlog, which is really exciting. So stay tuned for that later in the vlog. So I'm going to show you my to-do list as always so we can get started on the day. So here is my to-do list today. I switched from the Ray Dunn list pad to this one because I found it downstairs with all the stuff I've been collecting for the past 4 years. Vlog, I can check off. My book bin vinyl, I want to label my book bins with the student numbers. Library organization, like I said, I want to figure that out. A quote for my stage, I keep saying this, but I really want to finalize the quote that I want to put on my stage and cut with vinyl. Mailbox numbers, basically just printing out more numbers. I don't know if I'm going to Velcro them to the mailbox slots or what, but we'll figure that out. Look into Squarespace. I was talking to Shakira on Instagram, who is at Say by the Bell, because instead of Teachers Pay Teachers, I'm looking into just having my own little website. Shakira mentioned Squarespace, so I'm going to look into that. I want to create notebook labels, like student notebook labels for all the different subjects, and then take some IG pictures. So that is my to-do list. I also will probably add a few things just because things come to my brain. I don't know. I'm almost all out of my greens, and yesterday was the pre-order for greens. There was like a restock, and it sold out in literally 4 minutes. I wanted to try the citrus flavor because I've just had the original, and the citrus is new flavor. They also had the berry flavor for a while. So I'm a little upset about that, but I'm just going to use up these greens and hope for the best whenever they do another restock. Not gonna lie, I haven't been having the healthiest breakfast lately. Usually I'll have a bagel. Currently, I'm living at my grandma's house, if you didn't know. Just more space here for me. I share a room with my sister at home, and then my brother has his own room. But Brendan and I are moving into our own apartment next summer. So we've been saving, and then I'll save my whole first year of teaching. And then after my first year of teaching, we'll look for an apartment, which Brendan will still be, because he's going into his junior year of college, so he'll still be a senior in college when we move in together, which is obviously going to be a little rough. I'm really not worried about it. I'm very big in manifesting, so I've been manifesting this. It's going to happen. We're saving now. Okay. Being totally honest here, a lot of people on Instagram hype this up to the point where you think it's going to taste amazing. And I wouldn't say it tastes amazing. Like, I don't think any greens would ever taste amazing and actually be healthy for you. But it's bearable and, you know, it's decent, you know? And that's what I was looking for. Because, you know, if something tastes too good to be true, that's when you should start getting scared. Because it's like, is this even healthy for me? This I know is healthy for me. And it definitely does help with bloating. I can say when I was drinking this every day religiously, I stopped for a day and I felt a difference. It's not super enjoyable, like, oh my god, this is so good, but like I said, it's fine, it's bearable, and it's not like I want to puke or anything. My call was literally like 2 minutes. I'm fine. He said I obviously just got bit by something and my body is just reacting to it, but it's definitely not Lyme disease from a tick or anything, because that's what I was worried about, because my friends were like, oh my god, that looks like the bullseye, like, you know how, whatever, if you get bit by a tick and then the bullseye comes up. He said it's already going away by itself, so he's not really worried about it. So I feel better. Now I can really get started on my to-do list, and I also need to add some things to it because I just want to get all my books labeled with my stickers. I did this a while ago, and then I started collecting more books, and I'll have like a decent amount of books that need to be labeled with my sticker that say this book belongs to Miss DeVello. Okay, so this is the sticker paper I use. I believe I ordered these from onlinelabels.com or .net, whatever it is. I'm kind of going to go over how I do this. So, have my sticker paper with me. My labels are already designed on my Silhouette Studio program. You can do this a few ways. You can print it directly from your laptop, like on here. A while back, I designed these sticker labels for my books. So they just say this book belongs to Miss DeMello, and some of them have my Bitmoji on them. So I designed that right here on my Silhouette Studio using just fonts and the Bitmoji. Then what you do is go in and you add a shape, which I added this rounded rectangle shape, and I kind of just eyeballed it. It does tell you the dimensions when you click on it. So it's not even an inch tall, and it's about 2 inches long. So I could fit 3 across, and then I just kept copying and pasting, and that is basically how I created my book labels. And then you just make sure that only the rectangle is being cut and not the letters on here, because you're going to print those and you don't want them cut. You just want this cut. If you're ever printing and then cutting something, so if you're making stickers, if you're just making anything that you want to print first on a regular printer and then cut with your Silhouette or your Cricut, you have to make sure these registration marks come out of the printer with your design. You can print directly from here, or you can export as a PDF, which is what I did, because I like having it on my Google Drive and then just wirelessly sending it over to the printer. So I have the document on my phone. I'm going to send it over to the printer. As you can see, it has the registration marks, and that's the most important part, because if it doesn't have the registration marks, it's not going to be able to cut on your Silhouette because it won't know where to cut. Okay, so I just put one of these sheets on my cutting mat. We're going to load it in. For stickers, it's very important to have the right cut setting so that you don't cut all the way through. You just want to be able to peel it off the paper. Usually if you go to the pre-made sticker paper white, it's going to say 14 cut, and we're going to lower that down a bit to like 7, honestly, because 14 is way too forceful and it will cut right through. Depending, I guess, on your sticker paper, but for me, yeah, we're going to keep it to like a 7. So while that's cutting, I'm going to show you guys these, which I'm going to take a picture of today for Instagram. These are the turn-in bins I was talking about for the students to self-assess themselves when they turn in any papers and stuff. These are going to go on top of my student mailboxes. I was lucky enough to be able to see my classroom a little while ago, so I have a good idea now of like where I'm going to put some stuff. Brendan, for my birthday, got me 2 things for my wish list. He got me this big magnetic timer. It's 12 inches. Magnetic, and it's super visual. I love this. I saw it in a classroom I subbed in a while back, and I just fell in love with it. So I'm really happy to have this. And he also got me a classroom microphone. Is what it looks like. I got this silver one, and this is just like a cover, but this comes off. So this is my classroom microphone. I'm so excited. I need to put batteries in it, but I don't even know how. Oh, okay, never mind. Figured it out. But I just put this cover on it. Obviously, with COVID-19, I don't know if I'll be able to use the microphone. We'll see how it works out. Maybe just like 1 student a day could use it and I can sanitize. But if not, I'll just have to use it. Just kidding. Or maybe we'll just save it for next year. Who knows? But we will figure everything out. We got this. It sucks, but we got this. Okay, so this page is all done. I'm going to switch out to the next one and just keep doing that. When you make sure that it's a light cut, you will be able to take the whole page out and it stays as one page, and you can just peel off the stickers. So it's very nice. So while the other sheets are cutting, I'm going to start putting these labels in the books that aren't labeled yet. Honestly, I think it's just this stack that has to be labeled right now, which is good. So like I mentioned, I made these series labels yesterday, and I think they came out really cute. They did come out smaller than I anticipated, but I'm not going to reprint them. They're fine. These are just the clear adhesive pockets from the Target Dollar Spot that come in packs of like 20 for $3. And then these are the Michaels bins. I also made this, which I didn't show you guys on YouTube, but again, I showed you on Instagram. So these are clear bins from Amazon. It came with a pack of 20. The only thing is, I'm missing 5 lids, which is super irritating. Amazon, it says contact Iris, and then on Iris said contact Amazon, and Amazon does not have humans right now on the phone. So I'm a little upset. So I have all these bins and only a couple lids left. Okay, I also just cut out these white vinyl student numbers for the book bin, so I'm going to transfer those on to these. So I just posted a picture on my Instagram at Hailey Teaches. Definitely go follow there. And I'm about to take another one with the book bin and all the other things that are labeled with student numbers. Every time I vlog, I swear my lunches are horrendous. Like, what even is this? I do want to give a shout out to Teaching the Tinies on Instagram and here on YouTube. I drink regular sparkling ice, but I honestly did not know these existed, the ones with the caffeine, until Bree posted about it. So shout out to her. And I tried the blue raspberry one the other day. It was pretty good.
I want to show you just kind of like an example or two of what I mean.
So I finished my lunch. I'm still drinking my sparkling ice with caffeine. This flavor is actually really good. I have my laptop. I have this notebook. This is actually my student teaching notebook, but this is actually where I have my list of classroom projects and some other stuff. I can't believe I haven't mentioned it yet in this vlog, but yesterday I made the decision to officially switch from my master's program at BSU to WGU online. I had heard so many amazing things from so many different people on, teaching Instagram and YouTube, especially, Hailey Caitlin. I watched her whole video on it, and I think it was just the best decision for me financially. I'm really trying to focus on paying off all my student loan debt during my first year of teaching. And that's only possible because I'm living at my grandma's house right now, so I don't have to pay rent, and it's just the perfect time to put most of my money towards my loans because this is the only time in my life I'll be able to throw so much money at it. I really don't mind sharing like how much loans I have. I'm actually extremely lucky to be able to have lived on campus all 4 years and, you know, get financial aid, but that financial aid of course included loans. So from 4 years at BSU, I accumulated about $20,000 in loans, and I was able to keep it that low because I also got the Teach Grant. The thing with the Teach Grant is if you don't end up teaching in low income for 4 years, it gets converted into a loan. But as of right now, it's a grant, so I think I got quite a few Teach Grants, so I don't know how much total I have in that, but I will be teaching in low income, so those shouldn't turn into loans. But with that being said, I have $20,000 in debt right now from BSU, and with grad programs, the only federal aid you can get is loans. There's no like free money anymore after undergrad. So I just wasn't feeling, you know, adding thousands and thousands more because the program at BSU would take me about 3 years with the way it's set up. And obviously I'll be a full-time teacher. So I decided to look into WGU, and I am just like so excited because number one, I'm going to be saving so much money. One semester or term at WGU is 6 months, and you can take as many classes as you can finish in those 6 months, and you only pay the one-time price. The price at WGU is about $3,400, I want to say, for the term. And at BSU, I'd be paying more than that, and I'd only be taking 2 classes. It wouldn't be at my own pace. The only reason I feel like I didn't automatically switch to WGU is because I was just scared about the whole thing. I wasn't like sure about it because it's online and it has like this stigma sometimes, but I called DESE, which is the Department of Elementary and Secondary Education, to make sure that going through WGU I'd be all set, like I wouldn't be questioned about my master's. I basically just wanted to confirm that my master's was going to be valid, essentially, because in Massachusetts you have to get your master's within 5 years of teaching. So right now I have my initial license, and then once I get my master's and I teach for 3 years, I can advance it to a professional license, and then you have to renew your professional license every 5 years. But I'm just so excited to be starting at WGU, especially because so many people reach out to me on Instagram saying that they're doing a program there as well. So it's just nice to know people who are in similar programs or the exact same program. I'm going to be doing the Curriculum and Instruction Master's program. A few of you had already asked me, because since I had mentioned so many times how passionate I was about, you know, reading and literacy, and the reading program at BSU was like kind of like perfect for me. Like I was very excited for it. A few of you had asked me about that and if there was a similar program at WGU, and what it looks like from here is that there really isn't a ton of options for master's programs at WGU. There's curriculum instruction, which is the one I'm doing. There's learning and technology, instructional design. There's like a few more too, but those were the ones I was looking into. I just decided on curriculum and instruction because some people have reached out on Instagram and let me know that that's more for like teachers who, you know, are going to stay in the classroom their whole career, and that's what I want to do. And that's the main thing with the BSU program. I was really excited about it, and I was going to be licensed as a reading specialist, which is awesome. But I want to stay in the classroom my whole career. I don't want to get out of the classroom and be just a reading specialist, not just a reading specialist, but, you know, I wanted to stay in the classroom, and it would be nice to have the extra license, but if I'm not going to put it to use, it's kind of pointless. So I'm just so excited to start classes at WGU. Unfortunately, because I kind of decided so late, I don't think it can start until September 1st, which is kind of upsetting. But my counselor, because everyone is assigned a counselor at WGU, he said he would try to maybe have me start on August 1st start date, but I don't think that's very likely, because I'll have the whole month of August to do nothing and, you know, get ahead on classes. So I was really looking forward to that, but I just made the decision too late. I honestly could have made this decision months ago, but I was just kind of scared. So let me know if you're getting your master's in your first year of teaching, whether it's at WGU or not. I'm interested in knowing. It's always nice to know people who are kind of in the same position as you. So, you know, I'm going to be a first year teacher and finishing up my master's. I'm trying to get it done in 6 to 12 months, which sounds crazy, but I'm a very ambitious person. I like to get things out of the way, especially with school. It comes naturally to me, and this being online, not to say it's not going to be as hard as any other in-person programs, but I just feel like I'm going to be able to get through it faster. I know as a first year teacher it's going to be insane, and not only that, but it's a first year teacher during a pandemic, so it's just a whole different ballgame. So we'll see. It's not the end of the world if I don't finish in 6 months or even 12 months, but I think definitely 12 months I'll be done, so that'll be 2 terms at WGU. As much as I'm excited to be done with my master's, I'm also looking forward to learning about curriculum and instruction, because I feel like even though I totally stand by BSU's teacher preparation program, I love BSU, I always will, I feel like an area that they lack in is like curriculum and like teaching us about that and having us, I don't know, like we do plan lessons of course, but I feel like we don't get into curriculum anywhere close to as much as we should. So right now I'm gonna jump in to show you guys how I made those book bin labels before I forget. Here are the book bin labels that I made. I got this template, like the squares from Teachers Pay Teachers, to have the exact size of the Target adhesive labels. Just remember 3.54. How I messed up though when I made them too small is because I forgot to format, this is very important in PowerPoint, the slide size. You're gonna go to slide size and go to page setup and go to letter paper. This is gonna make sure that everything you design is gonna fit on the letter paper and it's gonna be the exact size. It's not gonna have to scale or anything. So I'm gonna say don't scale, and that just made it way bigger. So now I have to move these, which I'm not going to reprint these. I already did it, but as you can see, they still fit on the paper. So they would be this big rather than a little bit smaller that I had. So you can fit about 6 on a page. You can format that square by double clicking and this will pop up, and you go to fill and you can insert a picture, and that's what I did for all of the squares. I inserted a picture of the book series, and I made it 50% transparent so that the text wouldn't be too kind of mixed in with the picture and you could easily read it. So that is how I did the background with the square, and then this right here is just a rectangle filled in with black. So you basically just use the square option, make a rectangle, and I just put it on top. And then this font right here is BN Cornina Cup. I just bought by Literacy Nows on Instagram and Teachers Pay Teachers font bundle. I'm so excited about it. Her fonts are so cute. The other one is also her font as well. It's BN Heights Boulevard. And how you get the outline on the font is you just go to shape format. Text fill is going to be white and text outline is going to be black. And for the weight of the outline, I do 2 1/4 point. And that's how you get that look for the text. And that's basically how you make those. It's super simple, and like I said, a lot of people ask me how I make things. It's always on PowerPoint. Right now I don't have a Teachers Pay Teachers shop. I do have an account, and I do buy things from Teachers Pay Teachers, so I feel like it's kind of counterproductive, but I just don't feel comfortable selling on Teachers Pay Teachers, and to be quite honest, they gyp you so much anyway. I was talking to Shakira on Instagram. I feel like I mentioned Shakira in every video because she had created her own website recently and it looks so good. She let me know that she uses Squarespace. Weird bird. Squarespace.com. The thing with this is I would have to invest a bit and pay a monthly fee or just do it annually. And I don't know if I'm ready for that commitment yet. We're just going to look on Squarespace right now, kind of check it out and see what I'm feeling, because then on here I could post all my products and sell them and get the full proceeds. I wouldn't have to like give an amount to Squarespace or anyone else. You guys would be able to purchase the things I create if you choose to do so. Okay, so my laptop is now charging. I just asked you guys over on Instagram if you'd be comfortable buying from my own website rather than Teachers Pay Teachers, because I do want to sell my products. Because a lot of you ask, but I just don't feel comfortable with some of the stuff that Teachers Pay Teachers allows on their platform. Let me know what you think about that. If you personally would be interested in buying products from my website, if you think it's a good idea, or what other options there are.